Red Raven pregame show brought to you by our friends at Imperial Vending. Shane Hill, Chris Moore alongside with you as we get ready for this big-time doubleheader at Nellis home against the Cloud County Thunderbirds. Chris, good to have the team back at Nellis, and also always better when they're coming back with a huge doubleheader sweep over Garden City.
Yeah, you can't beat it because, that trip over to Western Kansas is just brutal for any team. It's one of the worst places to have to travel to. So to be at home, especially for the last two games, before break, you can't beat that.
No doubt about it. And you hit the nail on the head. I mean, with finals week and with the last two games before the break, I know everybody on this team thinking about going home for the holidays for a bit. And it's always hard for Coach Turner, Coach Herkelman to kind of keep their players locked in on these last two games before break. With Cloud County and Cali both coming into town, two very good programs. I think it helps a little bit in keeping the players focused and on their game with the games here at Nellis Hall instead of having to worry about traveling.
You're right, and you said it with finals and everything. I know there's a lot of places where players' minds can go. So to be able to focus on the here and now for this game tonight, that's going to be important.
Well, Chris, we look at the women's game, and of course, it's two teams that are playing really well right now. Lady Ravens 9-1 and 4-1 in league play. Cloud County not far behind, 9-2, 4-2 in league play. And it's going to be a fun matchup of experienced coaches tonight. Brett Erkenbrack in his 36th season, the longest tenured women's basketball coach in the Jayhawk, against Tony Turner, who's in his 6th season at Coffeyville, but he knows the Jayhawk well. These are two coaches that have been in this league a long time. It's going to be fun to see them go head-to-head.
I love it when two coaches of this caliber go back and forth, and because it's almost like a chess match, if you will, Shay. Just when one coach makes another move or makes a move, and then the back and forth. It's awesome to see.
It certainly is. And Coach Turner trying to get his team their 10th win of the season. They are receiving votes just outside of the national top 25. But, Chris, this Cloud team, they're dangerous because they really don't do a whole lot of things poorly. They score the basketball pretty well. They play good defense. They force turnovers. They rebound the ball well. It's a balanced team that does a lot of things well, and that's a sign of a good head coach. But it's going to be a game tonight that the Lady Ravens are going to have to execute. They're going to have to be disciplined because there's not necessarily one particular way to attack the Thunderbirds.
It almost looks like a three-headed monster, if you will, Shay, with Davis, Frazier, and Thomas all scoring above 10 points per game. So it'll be interesting to see, one, whoever has the hot hand tonight, and two, how the Lady Ravens guard those three players.
No doubt about it. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on their forwards down low. Also really efficient scoring the basketball, much higher field goal percentages. So if those guards are off their game tonight shooting, look down low for their two 6-foot forwards. But also, Chris, obviously in this league, you need depth to win at a high level and consistently, but you also need your stars to be stars. And in conference play, Karis Washington and Carly Parker have both been stars. Carly now leading this team in scoring. She had 21 against Garden. Karis had another double-double. Both of those players really playing at a high level.
It is absolutely amazing to see those two out on the court. Sometimes they just leave me shaking my head with some of the plays they are able to make. But you're right, top to bottom, this Red Raven team, this Lady Raven team is incredibly fun to watch.
In Game 2, the men and Cloud County and Coffeyville also having very good seasons. Ravens come into this one 9-2 on the year and tied atop the Jayhawk Conference with a 5-0 record. The Thunderbirds are 3-3 in league play, but 9-3 on the season, a very tough team. And much like the ladies, Chris, a very balanced team, some tough scorers, some good size, some good speed, and it's going to take a complete team effort for the Ravens to come out of here with a win tonight.
No doubt about it. They've got 4 players averaging more than 10 points per game, and a lot of looks like great free throw shooting as well, so you don't really want to put them on the line if you can help it.
That's right, and some good news for the Ravens on the injury front. Brian Griffith sprained his ankle against Hutchinson. He's 100% good to go. Of course, had 21 against Garden, but he's now back to 100% ready to roll. And some great news on freshman Trent Ruth out of Detroit. His knee has been cleared. He will be in the lineup tonight. Might be on a little bit of a minutes restriction, but they're going to start to ramp up Trent Ruth once again, get him back onto the court. And Chris, as you know, just another weapon to add to this team, another 10, 12 points a game. Trent Ruth going to be very welcomed back here at Nellis Hall.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And if I remember correctly, Shay, correct me if I'm wrong on this, he was the third leading scorer kind of when he went out with his injury.
And he still is behind Brian and Justin. So obviously the Ravens, treaded water and kept winning with him on the sideline. But adding 12 points back to the lineup is no small thing. This is a big get back for the Ravens and the talented freshmen.
No doubt that the depth on this team is amazing as well. So when you can add Ruth back into the mix and get even more in the rotation, look out is all I can say.
It's the Red Raven pregame show brought to you by our friends at Imperial Vending. When we come back, we'll hear from Coach Turner and Coach Herkelman as we get ready for tip-off. We'll be back with you here in just a little bit for lineups and tip-off. Don't go anywhere. It's Red Raven basketball here on US 98. We're back in 2 minutes.
Rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
Buying a home? Refinancing? Apply for a home loan anywhere with Solutions North Bank, formerly Community State Bank. Community State Bank online mortgage tool is easy to use. You can be approved in minutes. And Solutions North Bank lenders are always ready to answer any questions that you may have. Visit ourlocalbank.com on your computer or mobile device and get started today. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This holiday season, unwrap the gift of education with Coffeyville Community College. Enrollment for spring 2025 opens November 18th with classes beginning January 8th, or get a head start on our fall intercession courses beginning December 16th. Whether you're catching up, getting ahead, or discovering something new, CCC has a course for you. Connect with our student success team at studentsuccess@coffeyville.edu.
It is truck season at Roman Chevrolet in Independence. Drive away in a 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 for 1.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance through GM Financing. Roman Chevrolet has a very large selection of pre-owned vehicles and new inventory arriving daily. Romans pays more for your trade-in, too. Shop the #1 dealership in Southeast Kansas or visit us online at romanchevrolet.com. Roman Chevrolet at 2313 Main in Independence. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Red Raven pregame show brought to you by our friends at Imperial Vending. Getting ready for the Coffeyville Red Ravens back at Nellis Hall, taking on Cloud County tonight. We're joined by Red Raven women's basketball coach Tony Turner. Coach, thanks so much for taking some time as always. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Shay. I appreciate you, man. We're doing good, man.
Absolutely. And a big win on Saturday over Garden City. And, Coach, I mean, fans of this program and people that know Red Raven basketball know that every single night in this conference is tough. You and Coach Herk have talked about that for years, but going on the road and beating a quality Garden City basketball team is a very impressive step for your group.
No, that was a great step. I mean, Garden City is a high-level team. You know, ranked early. They played a very tough schedule. They're very talented. They got size. They got shooters. They're quick. And for us to go on the road, and I feel like we stole one on the road, that was just a big boost for our team.
And we talked about it a little bit after the Hutch game, Coach, but with such a young group, you had talked about their intensity that they brought to practice and to film after the Hutch game, and their desire to have a quick turnaround and a quick bounce back performance. But you never really know if they're going to bounce back like that until you see it on the court. But for them to have a short memory in 72 hours after that Hutch game, go on the road against another really high caliber team and find a way to win, I think it shows a lot of mental toughness and a lot of maturity from this team.
Oh, yeah, this team is growing up at a rapid rate. And, you know, after the Hutch game, you know, we sat back and watched it, and all due respect to Hutch, I mean, they just took advantage of us. I mean, we had a lot of things that were not in our favor. I mean, we had been off for 8 days. We had the Thanksgiving break, you know. Hutch follows us on the rotation, so they got to see a little bit of everything about our personnel, some of the stuff we do. Coach Anchez is a great coach, and he took full advantage of it, and it was a good learning experience for us. He exploited some of our weaknesses, and you know, after that game, we got back to the drawing board and just worked on a few things about us, so which made a big difference.
Coach, in a league like this, depth is so important, but in a league like this, you also need your top players to be top players every single night. 21 points for Carly, another great performance for her, and another double-double for Karis with 15 points, 11 rebounds. Those two really playing at a high level in conference play.
Oh, both of those players are very talented players, and they both play within themselves, and I thought Karis herself, I mean, especially Karis, she played within herself, did what she does best, and she's a very physical player, and I thought she played physical. She was out there just letting the world know that she's supposed to be out here, and then she is a high-level kid, and I thought she did great. And and Carly, freshman point guard, learning a system under a coach that has high demands for his point guards. She did a great job of just withstanding the pressure, being coachable, not getting rattled, and the kid is growing every day, getting better and better every game.
And Coach, something that I really enjoy about this basketball team is we see different players step up all the time. We saw early in the season Norika Welch was one of the best scorers in the Jayhawk, and Aspen Clarkson had big moments early in the season. We've seen Hallie Kitchen and Ava Baker have big games, and I think on Saturday a player that we saw step up and maybe have her best stretch as a Raven so far was the transfer Camry Johnson. Hit some big shots, played some big minutes for you in a game where you really needed another sophomore to kind of step up and be a leader out there. I thought she did a great job of that.
Oh, yeah. Camry's starting to buy into what we got going on. She's starting to understand her role. She's always been a great shooter, and she's, she has a nice stroke on her. And it's just, for her, it was just learning our system, or that's why the lack of playing time was part of what was going on, but now she's starting to figure it out. She's in the gym more. She's starting to understand that she's welcome here, and she's a major part of our program. And that's why we coach all 15 of them, and to try to, because you never know when we need one of them to step up, and she stepped up and did a great job.
Coach, another tough team coming up here tonight with Cloud County. The Thunderbirds 9-2 on the season, 7-0 at home, 2-2 on the road, and 4-2 in conference play. Cloud County, always a competitive basketball team year to year in this league, but obviously something they never lack is coaching experience with Brett Erkenbrack leading that program. Has just done it at a high level for a long time, and this year he's got a very talented group.
Oh, he definitely has a very talented group, and he's a very great coach, and he knows his X's and O's, and his kids are going to come out and play hard and play aggressive, play physical. We do have our work cut out, and I told him, I said, we go still one on the road. We can't give one back by losing one at home. So we've had a couple good practices, and we're prepared. I said, I know final week is this week, and I get to go home. I said, I need a few more days out of you, and then you can go home and get a break from this. But we got to continue to work hard and try to get ready for this very talented team.
Absolutely, Coach. I'm sure you being a head coach, you'd say that I'd like the girls to execute in every aspect of the game every night. But something that interests me about Cloud, we have teams in this league that are great in the paint. We have teams in this league that are great at three-point shooting. We have teams in this league that are great defensively and forcing turnovers. This Cloud team really does a little bit of everything. They're a very balanced team, one of the best offenses in the league, but play very strong defense, get rebounds, shoot free throws at a reasonably high rate, force turnovers. It's a team that does a little bit of everything well, and I think with that being the case, your team's going to have to do a little bit of everything well as well.
Yeah, we got to be very disciplined, and we got to do what we do best, good ball movement, make them guard us, play under control, again, try to work on getting that inside out game, and, defense. It's going to be who can come down and guard the best, and, I feel like, two defensive minded teams, it's going to be who can be the most disciplined and handle the business tonight.
Coach, last thing I have for you, appreciate your time as always. We talked about Cloud County 7-0 at home this year, but 2-2 on the road, and both of those losses coming in the Jayhawk. We've talked at length about how hard it is to play on the road in the Jayhawk. We just talked about it with the trips to Hutch and Garden, but how important is it for this team to take momentum into the break by getting those last two games before the break here at Nellis Hall?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, when you can go in the break at a record, if, we win them both, that's a great start of a season and the first half of the season. And, we just got to handle our business. And, there's a lot of things that are kind of coming down to these last two games with the national rankings, positioning ourselves, keeping ourselves in a good contention for a conference title. And we got to protect home court. So, this week is a real important week, and we got finals. Kids got to make sure they handle their business in the classroom and balance the three of all on the court, off the court, and academics. And so, this is a real important week for us.
Great stuff. Ravens try to get to 6-0 at home this year and try to make it 10-1 on the season. They take on a talented Cloud County team tonight. Coach Tony Turner, good enough to join us before tip-off. Thanks, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Taco Mayo's new Filet Olé Steak Bowl is piled high with filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
A heaping bowl loaded with refried beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack sour cream, and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy Filet Olé Steak Bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a bowl.
Red Raven pregame show brought to you by our friends at Imperial Vending. The Red Ravens back at home for the final 2 games before the winter break. They take on Cloud County, and Coach Jay Herkelman good enough to join us before tip-off. Coach, thanks so much. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good, and great win on Saturday against Garden City. I was talking to Coach Turner. Tough place to play, one of the tougher places to play in the Jayhawk Conference, a team with a ton of talent. You go out there, you find a way to win, and some big shots down the stretch, and anytime you can get a win on the road against a top 6 team in this conference, you'll take it.
For sure. Garden has gotten off to a little bit of a rough start, with their play and conference play, but talent-wise, they were picked top 3 in the conference at the beginning. They've got really good talent. We got off to a slow start again, got down 10-3 or so, and then finally got going and found a way in the last couple minutes. Brian Griffith made some big threes down the stretch, as he's been doing lately. And we're able to get a nice win out there. As you say, that's a tough place. And that whole week last week was just a long week, just going to Hutch in midweek, getting back late, and then loading up on Friday, driving back out to Garden City, playing there against a good team, desperate to get a home win, and they played well. But really proud of our guys, how they kept fighting throughout the game.
And you talked about Brian, and obviously he rolled his ankle late in the game against Hutchinson, and I know he had started to feel a little bit better in the coming days, but it was always kind of a game-time decision if he'd be able to go. But I think it just shows – we talked about, how he's scoring the basketball lately and his ability to play clutch-time basketball, but I think it also showed his toughness, where I'm sure he wasn't at 100%, and just to go out there, have another 21 points and hit some big shots down the stretch to win a game in a hostile environment. Yeah. I mean, he's really playing at an all-league kind of level.
Yeah, he definitely is. I mean, after the ankle sprain over at Hutch, he didn't do anything Thursday, didn't do anything Friday. Saturday at our shoot-around out in Garden City, he was moving around and felt like he could go, and then went out there. And, yeah, it takes a lot of toughness, because back in my day I had a lot of sprained ankles, and I know what it feels like. And, you're uncomfortable. You can't move, the way you used to moving, and still being able to play the way he did. He's got some good mental toughness going on. And
some good news on the injury front as well, Coach, with another one of your guys, Trent Ruth, the freshman out of Detroit, who's been sidelined for the last couple weeks with some knee discomfort. Got some good news last week, and should be able to see him in some action this week.
Yeah, I hope so. We got really good news on Friday. He had an MRI done. The initial report was that they thought there was a slight tear in there, but when Dr. Menon read it on Friday and Trent went in for his appointment with him, he said, no, there's not a tear. He had a previous meniscus injury when he was a sophomore in high school, and that's what led to the misreading, I guess I should say. But it wasn't by Dr. Menon. When Dr. Menon saw it, he was great. He did tests on Trent's knee. He said, you don't need surgery, just continue to do rehab work, and structurally everything's fine. And so that was really great news. And his big thing now is just getting it stable, get back into shape, and hopefully going to be able to play this week, maybe limited minutes against Cloud, and then possibly more minutes against Cowley.
Great news there, absolutely. And let's talk about this Thunderbirds team. They come in 9-3 on the year, 3-3 in league play, but a very impressive 5-1 away from home. Coach, just kind of looking at this team on paper, it's a balanced team. They have 4 guys that score double figures, 5 that average at least 9 a game. They play strong defense, shoot the ball at a pretty impressive rate. It's just a team that does a lot of things well. It's not a team that has many clear weaknesses.
Yeah, I would say that it's a pretty balanced team. Team that going into last week was ranked in the top 25 in the country. Then they lost 2 games last week, which dropped them out. But that's just what this conference is. But yeah, they got into the national rankings, and it's a team that likes to play fast. The head coach there now was with Tommy DeSalm at Hutch, and has the background of playing fast and picking up full court man-to-man, and will do some trapping and like to keep the pace going at a high level. So, our guards will have to be ready to handle their pressure, and when we get in the half court, be ready to take care of the ball and execute.
2 things that stand out to me about this Cloud team, Coach. One, their perimeter defense. The difference between they shoot 36% from 3, and they hold their opponents to 27% from 3. So a lot of length, a lot of athleticism out there on the perimeter. It might make for some tougher shots for some of your guards, and as well as this Cloud team really impressive in the second half this year, only outscoring their opponents by 1 point in the first half, outscoring their opponents by 91 in the second half. So it's a team that is really good at in-game adjustments and kind of learning on the fly. And it's a team that's obviously going to play a tough 40 minutes, but especially in that second half, they're going to make some adjustments, and you're going to have to find a way to close them out.
They sound like us. First half to second half, just getting off the slow starts and then figuring stuff out and getting going in the second half. But, yeah, you're right. I mean, they put multiple guys on the floor that can shoot it. We got to make sure that we have our coverages right and are aware on personnel who the shooters are and who's the guys that are drivers, and be there on the catch on those guys so they can't get going.
And, Coach, last thing I have for you, appreciate your time. I talked about it a little bit with Coach Turner, but like you mentioned, with the 2 trips to Hutchinson and Garden City last week, and with it being finals week and the last 2 games before the winter break, just a lot of, I feel like, outside factors that kind of play into these next 2 games with Cloud and Cali, and just how much of an advantage is it to have these 2 games at Nellis Hall where your guys can, be in one place and practice in the same gym every day and not have to worry about sitting on a bus for 5-6 hours, getting these 2 big games at home. It feels like a pretty big advantage.
It is, but I mean, it's definitely time, because we've had 4 of our first 5 games on the road in conference play. And so having these last 2 at home before the break is good. And the thing we talked about yesterday with, like you say, the finals going on and guys starting to think about going home, once they're excited about that, is just stay focused on this week. And, if we take care of business, it really makes the break a lot more enjoyable. So just trying to stay focused, on their academics, finishing up well with their classwork, and most of these guys do a great job with their classroom work. And then when we're out there playing basketball, stay focused on what we're supposed to be doing, take care of your business, and then when it's over after Saturday, go enjoy your break.
Ravens look to make it 10-2 on the season, 6-0 in league play. To do that, they're going to have to beat the Cloud County Thunderbirds tonight here at Nellis Hall. Coach Jay Herkelman, good enough to join us before tip-off. Thanks, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you.
You can pay more or you can pay less. A lot less. Just down the road at Perky's Used Cars in Coffeyville.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on State Line Road. Perky'sUsedCars.com.
You'll find a 2016 Chevy Traverse SUV just $89.95. Or save at the pump with a 2008 Honda Civic, only $68.95. See the full lineup right now at Perky'sUsedCars.com.
I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager of Imperial Vending. We cover all the way to Pittsburgh, Kansas, Iola, Kansas, Fredonia, Kansas, and Caney, Kansas, and all of the towns in between. We also serve micro markets, vending, or coffee service. We offer office coffee, hydration programs. A lot of businesses will just buy pallets of water from us. We sell pallets of water and we deliver them. We also have Powerade, Gatorade, electrolyte powders, and electrolyte freezer pops. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
Peace of mind. That's what you get when you or a family member can stay in your home when health issues arise. Windsor Place at-home care makes staying at home possible. Whether it's a disability, aging, or illness, Windsor Place at-home care has the staff and resources to properly support you in the comfort and familiarity of your own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients providing in-home support and care, Windsor Place at-home care is there for you. Find out more, visit windsorplace.net.
At CRMC Medical Group, our primary care physicians and providers focus on ways to keep you and your family in good health, as well as care for them when they're not. Our family medicine and women's health physicians are accepting new patients. We have convenient office locations in Coffeyville and Independence with extended and Saturday hours in Coffeyville. If you need a physician or need to make an appointment, please call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
My expectations every year is that we're going to win the conference.
Behind the back, and one, Chris Carroll. The Red Ravens chase a Jayhawk Conference Championship. This is Coffeyville Community College Red Raven basketball on US 98. Red Raven basketball is brought to you by Medical Lodge of Coffeyville, Solutions North Bank, Coffeyville Community College, Roman Chevrolet, Derailed Commodity, Taco Mayo, Ricky's Used Cars, and Coffeyville Regional Medical Center. It's time for starting lineups and tip-off. Here's the voice of the Ravens, Shay Neal.
Good evening. Welcome to Nellis Hall. I'm Shay Neal, and Chris Freund alongside with me for some Red Raven basketball between the Cloud County Thunderbirds tonight are here in Nellis Hall. Chris, good to be back at Nellis after a couple games on the road and some big wins against Garden City on Saturday. Both of these teams that we'll see tonight playing with a lot of confidence. The Ravens trying to finish the first half with some momentum.
Absolutely. Anytime you can go out to Western Kansas and get a victory, it's a good game, and I know they're looking forward to coming back and maybe getting a win here tonight. Hopefully getting a win here tonight.
Ravens taking the court, and of course, Chris, we talked about it in the pregame, but you need everybody to step up tonight if you're a Red Raven fan or if you're Tony Turner. But the two that you really want to see continue to play at the level they're playing at, Carly Parker and Karis Washington, they're playing at an all-conference kind of level right now.
I know that all coaches say this at one time, but I've heard Coach Turner say it, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time situations, and they have been doing that here in the last few games especially.
And something to keep an eye on with Cloud County, Chris. A lot of guards on this team, and those guards can score, but it's important to keep an eye on these forwards that they have. Talasia Thomas and Liliana Peterson, who's coming off of an injury. They both average about 9 points a game on pretty good shooting numbers. So if the Raven defense guards the perimeter, which they've been doing all year, look for those forwards to get some looks to score.
Absolutely, and the one thing that kind of stands out to me is free throw percentage. If you can get them to the line, you may get a couple of empty possessions for Cloud.
Absolutely, and of course, Chris, big news for the Red Ravens tonight as well with trying to make it now 10 wins on the year. They're receiving votes in the national top 25, but a fun matchup. Maybe my favorite part of this game one, Chris, is the matchup of coaches. Tony Turner, of course, one of the best in the Jayhawk now in his 6th season here in Coffeyville, and off to a 9-1 start. And he goes up against the longest tenured coach in the Jayhawk, Brett Erkenbrack. 36 years, and I promise you, Chris, I don't know the number off the top of my head. It's not a whole lot of losing seasons in Coach Erkenbrack's tenure.
No, that's for sure. I am looking forward to seeing these two coaches go at it. That is for sure. A lot. I almost consider it like a chess match. I think I might have said that before, but it is a chess match, and whoever gets that king me move is going to come away with the victory.
No doubt about it. It's the Red Ravens and the Cloud County Thunderbirds tonight. And Chris, but one of these teams will get their 10th win of the year. But for it to be the Red Ravens, what do they have to do in your eyes to come away with the win in a matchup of pretty evenly matched teams in terms of talent?
I think it all comes down to the Parkers. I know that sounds crazy, but if you can get them working from the outside and get them working down low in the low post, I think that's going to be a big difference in the game. Also, the bench, there's plenty of depth on this bench from top to bottom. But if you can get your bench kind of get going and get some scoring and give your starters some breathing time, then it'll be a victory for Coffeyville, I think.
And he makes a great point with the bench. A player that we talked to before the season started that just played her best game as a Red Raven. Camry Johnson had a huge day against Garden City. Hit some big shots, played some big minutes. The sophomore, former Hutch Brew Dragon, obviously she's going to get more and more playing time as the year goes on. And to have another sophomore with some experience in this conference, being able to step up and give you some big minutes, that could be big.
Oh, absolutely. And I keep going back to players like Aubrey Highshaw, and Ava Baker even, but, players like that, Norika Welch. I mean, just, players that can provide some quality minutes and quality points off the bench. If they're hitting shots, it's going to be a good night all the way around.
It certainly is. Let's get to the starting lineups. First for the Cloud County Thunderbirds. At guard, a 5'7" freshman from Minneapolis, Minnesota, number 1, Bree Frazier. Starting at forward, a 6'1" freshman from Pine Mountain, Georgia, number 3, Talasia Thomas. Starting at guard, a 5'7" freshman from Little Elm, Texas, number 5, Danae Crosby. Starting at guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Austin, Texas, number 22, Tiana Davis. And starting at forward, a 6'1" freshman from Omaha, Nebraska, number 24, Liliana Peterson. One more time for the Thunderbirds. It's number 1, Frazier, number 3, Thomas, number 5, Crosby, number 22, Davis, and number 24, Peterson. For the Red Ravens today, it will be the freshman out of Anadarko, Oklahoma, number 12, Carly Parker. A 5'10" sophomore from Fort Smith, Arkansas, number 15, Karis Washington. A 6' sophomore from Anadarko, Oklahoma, number 20, Alexis Parker. A 6' freshman from Tulsa, Oklahoma, number 21, Aubrey Highshaw. And a 5'10" sophomore from Bondo, Japan, number 24, Norika Welch. One more time for the Ravens. It's 12, Parker, 15, Washington, 20, Parker, 21, Highshaw, and 24, Welch.
I got to tell you what, Shay, this starting lineup for Coffeyville excites me. This is a great starting lineup.
Well, we got a lot of size for both teams out there on the floor. It will be Thomas and Highshaw to jump as we get ready for tip-off here in Nellis Hall. One of these teams will win their 10th game of the season tonight, and at the end of the night, one of these teams will be in third place in the Jayhawk. Who's it going to be? It's Cloud County off the tip. Early on, Tiana Davis, that's their leading scorer. Peterson down low to Thomas, goes to work early. Thomas missed the shot. Rebound, Alexis Parker. Good post defense there by the Ravens. Here's Carly Parker, first possession of the day for the Lady Raven offense. Karis Washington has it on the left wing. Back to Alexis. And now Carly right through her hands and a turnover on the opening possession. Carly was thinking about driving before she caught the pass there, and a little bit of an uncharacteristic turnover there for the freshman point guard.
You can tell it's 30 seconds into the game for both teams.
Tiana Davis, pick and pop. Liliana Peterson for 3. Good. Peterson, a great outside shooter. The freshman on the year shooting about 26% from outside, so she is a weapon out there at 6'1", and knocks down that one. 3-0 Thunderbirds. Carly Parker has it now on the right wing, works it left to Aubrey Highshaw. Highshaw now swings it left to Welch. Tight defense so far from Cloud County. Karis has it, 12 to shoot. Carly Parker, now 10 to shoot. Got to work a shot. Karis trying to get to the baseline. Washington goes up strong, missed the shot. Rebound battled for and taken by Cloud County and Tiana Davis. 3-0 Thunderbirds now trying to push in transition. Davis works it to Frazier, the freshman. Slows down, now attacking Karis. Washington got a step, missed the shot. That's a shot Bree Frazier would tell you she probably should hit, Chris. She made the move, got around the defender, and couldn't finish at the rim.
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't go in.
90 seconds in, Ravens down 3-0. Norika Welch now to Carly Parker. And that pass down low was deflected. Looks like it'll stay with the Ravens.
That's good defense by Thomas to keep that ball from going inside.
Ravens trying to get their 5th win of the season in conference play. This Cloud County team, very disciplined, very well coached, and you see it early in this one. Carly Parker off a screen. Got to get a pass. Down low to Alexis. Great positioning. Missed the shot. Rebound, Alexis got it back. Kicks it out for Carly for 3, and a little strong on that one. 2 shots there for the Ravens, and they remain scoreless so far 2 minutes in. Here's Bree Frazier. Cross-court pass. Little high, pulled in by Tiana Davis. 3-0 Cloud County on a 3 for Liliana Peterson. That's who has the basketball now on the left wing. Down in the corner, this is Crosby.
10 to shoot for the Thunderbirds. 3-0 Cloud early in this one. Screen from Thomas. The pick and roll wasn't there. They swing it to Crosby. Crosby trying to get inside. Now the pick and roll is there, and Thomas lays it in. An early 5-0 lead for the visitors.
If the first pick and roll doesn't work, try it again.
Carly Parker has it. A little bit of a soft press here from Cloud County. And the Ravens in trouble with it. Got to get across midline, and they do. Karis Washington corner shot, and way strong on that one from Karis. I think that shot a little rushed there, Chris.
Just a little bit.
Crosby pull-up jump shot. Little off on that one. Tapped out. Bree Frazier pulls it down. Second chance opportunity here for Cloud. Already leading this one 5-0. Does Tony Turner have to call an early timeout? His team off to a slow start here tonight at Nellis Hall, and that's going to be a foul against Carly Parker. Little bump there against the sophomore Tiana Davis. And it will be an inbounds play here for Cloud. Thomas has it, hands off to Davis. Davis takes a tough shot. Missed it off the right rim, no good. Ravens will take that all night. Carly Parker. Ravens trying to get on the board, down 5-0. Highshaw attacking. Peterson. Now handoff to Washington. Washington lost the basketball, and a foul against Highshaw. Sloppy play for the Red Ravens early in this one.
Would you say it's a little uncharacteristic so far for this Lady Raven team?
Coffeyville got off to a slow start against Cloud County a year ago as well here in this building. Something about this team and how they play early. Davis lays it in at the cup, and there is the early timeout from Tony Turner. 7-0 Thunderbirds. Ravens off to a slow start. We're back in 30 seconds. Can Coffeyville get it going here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network?
Health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
Ravens trail 7-0 early in this one to the Cloud County Thunderbirds. I'm Shane Neal, alongside with me Chris Freund. And Chris, it's credit to the Thunderbirds. They've come out looking strong and playing good defense, and a couple sloppy turnovers by the Ravens and a couple missed opportunities. Tony Turner's squad has to regroup here at home.
Now's not the time to hit the panic button, so I know they're not doing that. But the pick and roll working for Cloud, and Coffeyville's just got to find a way to guard those main scores.
3.5 minutes into this one, Ravens still looking for their first points of the night. Welch in trouble. This soft zone really working well for Cloud County. Carly Parker swings it right to Karis Washington. Screen comes from Highshaw. Karis turns the corner, hands off to Narika Welch. 12 to shoot here for the Ravens. Narika, step back, swings it down low. That one deflected and stolen. Another turnover for the Red Ravens. Here comes Bree Frazier, kicks to the corner. Davis, ball fake, guarded by Washington. Now Thomas. And they work it back outside to the perimeter. Back to Thomas. Double team comes. Parker nearly took it away. Peterson looking for a second three and got it. 10-0 as the freshman Peterson has a quick 6 points. And a nightmare start for the Ravens, and Hallie Kitchen moves to the scorer's table. Carly, a lot of contact there. No foul call. Here's Karis Washington. Karis looking for a pass down low. Highshaw able to pull it down. Tough shot there, no good. Another empty possession for Coffeyville. 10-0 Cloud County already. Bree Frazier working it down low to Thomas. Thomas trying to get inside, goes up and lays it in. Parker and Washington can't slow down Talasia Thomas. It's 12-0, and Welch loses the basketball. Crosby hands it off to Frazier, and the bucket is good to make it 14-0. A miserable start for the Lady Ravens. Carly Parker in trouble, gets it to Welch. Narika inside, handoff Alexis. And finally the Ravens on the board. Davis. Ravens now trying to piece together some stops. Peterson, ball fake, lost the basketball, and a foul will be called against Highshaw. That's her second. Lena Yulee and Hallie Kitchen check in for Coffeyville. Ravens down a dozen.
Coffeyville's first bucket ends a 5-minute, 20-second drought. Scoring drought there, Shay.
Inbounds will go to Deanna Davis. And Davis guarded by Kitchen. Now Peterson, who has 6 in this opening quarter, sets the screen. Frazier trying to turn the corner. Now Davis, 7 to shoot. Frazier guarded by Carly Parker. Wants to dance. Now you got to get a shot up. 2 seconds left. Davis has to throw it up and put it in. Tiana Davis knocks it down to beat the shot clock. 17-2 Cloud County. Karras lost the basketball. Able to recover in the corner. Carly. Ravens trying to survive an early avalanche from the Thunderbirds. Lena Yulee sends a 3 and left it short. Crosby hands off to Frazier. Frazier, big screen. They kick it to the corner for Crosby. 15-point lead for Cloud. And they work it to Davis. Davis inside, a lot of contact, no foul call. Carly able to play good defense there. Ravens try to push in transition. Parker all the way inside and fouled hard. Carly will go to the free throw line.
Great drive by Carly there to get to the free throw line.
Talasia Thomas called for the foul. We see a substitution, number 10, Kylie Smitch comes in here for Cloud. Smitch, a sophomore out of Denver, Colorado. First free throw for Carly up and can't get it. It's about how this one's gone so far. One more free throw here for the freshman out of Anadarko. And Parker able to get the bounce on that one. Substitution here. Thomas is out. It's the freshman Shea Wirtz coming in here for Cloud. Wirtz, a 5'10 freshman out of Clifton, Kansas, averages about 8.5 points a game. 14-point lead for the Thunderbirds. Davis, Peterson feeling it. Thought about the shot. Now down low to Wirtz, the freshman. Hand off to Smitch, and Smitch goes up and lays it in. 19 in this opening quarter for Cloud. The Ravens have not had many answers. One of the best defenses in the Jayhawk has been scrambling in this first 10 minutes. Carly inside, can't get it. Rebound, Washington able to pull it down and draw contact. Step number 1 when you're down 16 is getting the ball in the basket. The Ravens have struggled with that in the first 7 minutes. And now Washington going to the free throw line. Karras on the season at the charity stripe, 65%. First one good. Washington trying to make it 2 of 2 at the line, and does. 19-5 our score, 2:45 to go in this opening quarter. Cloud County still with a commanding lead here on the road. Davis works it right. Crosby trying to get to the baseline, and that's a foul. That'll be called on Narika Welch. First foul against Welch, 4th against the Ravens. So free throws coming for Cloud County after each foul for the rest of the quarter. Inbound goes to Davis, who sends it again, got it again. Cloud County has come out and punched the Ravens in the mouth, 22-5. Parker finds Washington. Karras behind the back, picked up by Davis. Sophomore out of Austin's been big so far. Welch for 3, in and out. Rebound pulled down by Davis. Wirtz down low. 3. Peterson is good. 25 in the opening quarter for Cloud. 9 for the freshman Peterson. Narika Welch, a lot of contact. Welch down low to Karras, who goes up and lays it in. So an assist for Narika, a score for Karras, who has 4 of the Ravens' 7.
That's what Coffeyville needs to do to get this press broken, for Cloud to change their defense.
Down low to the freshman Wirtz. Out of bounds, last touched by Cloud County. Aspen Clarkson coming in for the sophomore Yulee, excuse me. Bree Frazier back in for Cloud, as is Talasia Thomas. Carly Parker, handoff to Karras. Karras trying to get the offense going. Aspen Clarkson turns the corner. That pass ends up with Hallie Kitchen. Carly Parker, ball fake, trying to attack the bigger Thomas and lays it in. Carly Parker with a great move to beat the larger forward Thomas. 25-9. Ravens trying to take some momentum here at the end of the quarter. This is Kylie Smitch. Davis, who's been the hot hand for Cloud, puts it up and in. Tiana Davis leading this team in scoring, showing it in the opening 10 minutes. Carly hands off to Aspen Clarkson. Now Karras. Karras turns the corner and cut off. Looking for a pass. Backdoor Carly. Got it again. Carly Parker coming alive late in the first quarter. Raven offense has seemed to have found a groove. Now the defense needs to find a way to stop Tiana Davis. 27-11 Cloud, 20 seconds to go opening quarter. 12 to shoot here for the Thunderbirds, about a 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Frazier, the freshman out of Minneapolis, hasn't even really had to take any shots yet. Down low, Thomas spinning, going up, and got it. 29 in the opening quarter for Cloud, and they have an 18-point lead after one. Brett Erkenbrack's squad has come to Nellis Hall and made a statement. Can Tony Turner's squad respond? Second quarter starts in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
We offer a variety of accounts to fit a variety of lifestyles and needs. Call Solutions North Bank at 620-251-1313 or stop by our Coffeyville location at 1414 West 11th Street and speak to a new accounts representative today. It's the SNB way. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC.
This holiday season, unwrap the gift of education with Coffeyville Community College. Enrollment for spring 2025 opens November 18th with classes beginning January 8th, or get a head start on our fall intercession courses beginning December 16th. Whether you're catching up, getting ahead, or discovering something new, CCC has a course for you. Connect with our student success team at studentsuccess@coffeyville.edu.
Cloud County leads at 29-11 after one. A big-time first quarter for the Thunderbirds. And they have an 18-point lead here in Nellis Hall. Red Raven basketball, Carly Parker has it. She was able to get back-to-back scores in the closing seconds of the opening quarter. Karras Washington steps into a jump shot. Got it. Karras Washington knocks it down. Parker and Washington have been the two main scorers for the Ravens tonight, as they have been most of the season. Davis guarded by Washington. Now Smitch driving baseline, lays it in. Kylie Smitch, the sophomore out of Denver, giving Coach Erkenbrack some big minutes off the bench. 31-13. This Cloud offense has put the Ravens in a straitjacket so far. Hallie Kitchen, Carly Parker on the left wing now, 15 to shoot. Kitchen gets it back. Hand off to Narika Welch. Decent look for three and a little strong. Rebound pulled down by Peterson and the Thunderbirds. 31-13. Narika Welch continues to struggle from beyond the arc. Peterson had hit three in the first quarter. Thought about that one. Now Davis going baseline and lays it in again. Cloud County has been absolutely sensational. That one out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunderbirds. Back in Danae Crosby for Cloud. Freshman out of Little Elm, Texas. Ravens down 33-13, 8:49 to go in this opening half. Hallie Kitchen, Narika Welch. Welch had it poked and nearly lost it, able to get it back. Narika inside, the kick to Carly, extra pass. Wide open, Hallie Kitchen got it. Hallie Kitchen from downtown cuts it to 17. Ravens trying to find a way to get some stops on defense. Crosby spinning, kicking to the corner for Frazier, and a travel. You'll take a stop how you can get it. And that time, Cloud County with an unforced error.
Is that their first turnover? It doesn't seem like there's been very many.
There have not been very many.
Yeah, I don't remember there being any turnovers in the first quarter for Cloud. I don't know, though.
Carly Parker has it. Ravens down 33-16, trying to inch their way closer. Hallie Kitchen, Aspen Clarkson. Now it's Camry Johnson who's into the game. Carly winds up for three and left it a little strong. Crosby has the basketball. Less than 8 to go first half. Danae Crosby. Handoff to Davis. Davis inside. Too much space given up. She just does miss the shot. Johnson. And now the Ravens try to push. Aspen Clarkson into the lane. Aspen and one! Aspen Clarkson. Full head of steam. Finishes with the left and gets the harm as well. 3-point possessions will be a big way the Ravens can pull their way back into this one, and Clarkson can cut it down to 14. Aubrey Highshaw will come back in for, I believe, Carly Parker. And Hallie Kitchen looks like will run the point for the Red Ravens. Washington, Highshaw, Clarkson, Johnson, and Kitchen. Clarkson hits the free throw, and it's 33-19. It was 14-0, and it was 33-13. Ravens have shown some fight. They're hanging around. Davis, step back, three, got it. Tiana Davis has been lights out in this first half.
Just no answer so far for Davis.
Kitchen, handoff to Johnson. Screen comes, Camry to Kitchen. Down low to Highshaw, spinning. Aubrey lost it on the way up. And a turnover for the Ravens. Crosby coming the other way. A lot of contact and a foul against Washington. Excuse me, they'll call a travel before the foul. So Crosby turns it over. And good defense there by Karras. 36-19. 7 minutes to go, first half. Ravens have trailed by as much as 20. They've been down double digits much of the first half. That one deflected out of bounds and last touched by the Red Ravens. So another turnover. I think Karras got hit in the mouth on that take by Crosby. She's been kind of massaging that jaw. Davis works it left to Peterson. And now Crosby in the corner. Down low. That one deflected by Clarkson. It stays with the Thunderbirds. Davis again. You bet. Ravens down 20. Davis might have 20.
Yeah, that would surprise me at all.
Clarkson turns the corner, trying to go all the way inside and hand off to Highshaw. That's another turnover. It's been a first half to forget for Aubrey Highshaw. 2 early fouls, couple turnovers. Ravens find themselves down 39-19. 6:25 to go first half. Davis brings it up for Cloud County, the sophomore out of Austin, Texas. Ball fake, handoff to Frazier. Frazier working left. Gets a screen from the freshman Wirtz. Now Crosby. 12 to shoot here for Cloud. Crosby down low. That one deflected by Highshaw. Stolen by Kitchen. Raven defense gets a takeaway in transition. Washington lays it in.
What a pass.
That's the Raven defense we've grown accustomed to seeing right there. Davis, pull-up jump shot. Not that time. Rebound, Camry Johnson. Can the Ravens piece together scores and stops? Clarkson getting to the baseline. Jump shot is strong. Karras pulls down a rebound. Karras back up. Had it taken away by Thomas. And now pushing it is the Thunderbirds. Wirtz down low. The freshman lays it in. Ravens slow getting back defensively. And Cloud makes them pay. Karis Washington hands it off to Johnson. Had it poked and stolen by Wirtz. Raven turnovers have been a theme in this first half. And they're down 22 and a timeout taken by Tony Turner. Sloppy basketball has the Ravens playing catch-up tonight. We're back in 30 seconds here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Drive away in a 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 for 1.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance through GM Financing. Roman Chevrolet has a very large selection of pre-owned vehicles and new inventory arriving daily. Romans pays more for your trade-in, too. Shop the #1 dealership in Southeast Kansas or visit us online at romanchevrolet.com. Roman Chevrolet at 2313 Main in Independence. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Red Ravens down 43-21 here at Nellis Hall. Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with you. And kudos to Cloud County and, of course, their top scorer, Tiana Davis, who's been great. Liliana Peterson's hit 3 triples. Coach Erkenbrack clearly had this team ready to go. But, Chris, I feel like a lot of this is just unforced errors by the Ravens. A lot of turnovers, a lot of missed opportunities. It feels like, the Ravens have really dug themselves a hole.
Yeah, exactly. Don't get me wrong. Cloud is playing a great game. But right now, Coffeyville is doing a good job at really beating themselves.
Carly Parker has the basketball. Both Parker sisters back in the game for the Red Ravens. Camry Johnson, Alexis down low. Nice pass to Narika Welch. And Welch able to lay it in. Raven offense has gotten going a little bit, but it's the defense that's really struggled in this first half. Tiana Davis, crossover move, gets some space, finds Thomas. That one poked out of bounds, last touch by Coffeyville. Alasia Thomas kind of barreled into Carly Parker. But Cloud County catches a break, and it stays with the Thunderbirds. Peterson back in for Thomas. 4:36 on the clock here in this first half. If you're the Ravens, it's bite-sized chunks at this point. Can you get it down to 12 by the break? Davis for 3. That one off. Lucky break there for Coffeyville. That was a wide-open look for a player that's knocked down most of her shots tonight.
Yeah, a rare miss, that's for sure.
Carly has it. Ravens down 20. Pass to Aspen Clarkson. Clarkson looking for a screen from Welch. Parker back down low to Welch. Nice find to Camry Johnson. And one. The ball movement, a lead on that possession for the Red Ravens. And Camry Johnson with a big score. Maybe played her best game of the year against Garden City on Saturday, getting some more minutes because of it, and a big score there for the Hutch transfer.
Yeah, gotta love the passing. The passing is really what is breaking down this Cloud County defense.
#1, Reed Razor checks back in for Cloud County.
That passing is something we haven't seen.
So free throw coming for Camry. She has struggled at the line this year, just 40% so far. Free throw up and good. Doesn't look like a 40% free throw shooter right there.
No, that looked like an 85, 90% free throw right there.
4:05 to go, first half. Ravens down 17, trying to piece some momentum. Davis up strong, lost the basketball, got it back. Now Peterson winds up for 3 and left it short. Rebound Johnson. Ravens with another stop. Camry hands off to Alexis. And now Narika, now Carly. Can Coffeyville inch even closer? Carly Parker, Aspen Clarkson getting to the baseline, going against the freshman Wirtz, and Wirtz took it away. That's not the first time we've seen Shea Wirtz with active hands on defense. Cloud County gets another takeaway. Davis, Frazier. Now this is Kylie Smitch. Smitch hands off to Frazier. Frazier really hasn't had to put many shots up in this first half. Clarkson tipped that one. Still loose. Wirtz comes down with it. Finds Peterson. Ball fake. Peterson getting down low. Puts it up. Missed it. Got it back. Missed again. And a third try, and she's fouled. Ravens had trouble getting the rebound there. Liliana Peterson will go to the free throw line, where on the season she is a 68% free throw shooter. Hallie Kitchen, Karis Washington in for the Red Ravens.
Peterson will shoot for Cloud County.
Peterson with 2 shots here for Lady Thunderbirds. First one for the freshman out of Omaha, Nebraska. On its way and can't get the bounce. Before our second free throw, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on US 98, the Red Raven Sports Network. Peterson goes 1 out of 2, 44-26. Ravens trail, 3:05 to go, first half. Camry Johnson, handoff Karis Washington. Now Hallie Kitchen. Ravens have started to play a little bit better on the defensive end, trying to get it into a run, and Karis will be called for an offensive foul right there.
Foul is called on Copperfield number 15, Karis Washington.
First foul against Washington, second foul against the Ravens. Cloud County with the basketball up 18. Coach Herkelman got to be just ecstatic with how his team has played in this first half. This is Darcy Lears who checks in for the first time. One of the returning sophomores for this Cloud County team. Peterson winds up again and missed that one. Rebound Parker, had it, lost it, got it back. Hallie Kitchen crossing the midline. Ravens down 18. Narika Welch on the left wing, getting to the baseline. Narika all the way inside. A lot of contact and a foul against the Thunderbirds. So Narika Welch will go to the free throw line where she is a 71% free throw shooter. 2 shots coming here for Coffeyville. Free throws are going to be big in this one, Chris. Not only because you're down 18, but it stops the clock, and it's like Parker Testa said out in Hutchinson. It's free points. If you want to come back from a double-digit deficit, got to convert at the free throw line.
No doubt.
First one for Welch is good. One more free throw here for the sophomore out of Japan. Narika puts it up and got it. 44-28. Thomas back in for Cloud County. Davis brings it up. 2:16 to go first half. Ravens down 16. They've trailed by as much as 22. Davis swinging. Frazier guarded nicely by Camry Johnson. Now Darcy Lears. Lears attacking. Handoff to Thomas. And a foul against Narika Welch with 2:03 on the clock.
Foul is called on Copperfield number 24, Narika Welch. Her second personal.
Second foul against Narika. Inbound goes to Thomas. And a backdoor cut for Davis. Denied by Welch and a turnover. They're going to say off of the Ravens. Wow. Inbound goes to Thomas. Handoff to Lears. Second chance here for Cloud on a questionable call, to put it lightly. Lears shuffling her feet in the corner, trying to hand it off. Stepped on the baseline. That's a turnover. So the Ravens do end up getting a stop. Now we see Ava Baker about to check in for Coffeyville.
Checking in for Coffeyville, number 23, Ava Baker.
Ava obviously can really light it up on the offensive end, and I think that's what Tony Turner's hoping for here tonight.
Yeah, got to have that spark off the bench, that's for sure.
Here is Ava on the left wing. Hand off to Alexis Parker. Now Narika Welch. Back to Alexis, trying to get it down low. That one deflected and stolen. Another turnover for the Red Ravens. Tiana Davis. Davis crossover left, pick up by Alexis Parker. Crossover, lost the basketball. Kitchen and Lears hit the ground. It's a jump ball, and it will stay with Cloud County. So nice job there by Darcy Lears getting down on the ground and able to keep that possession alive for Cloud. Lears will inbound it here and gets it to Davis. We're about to go down to 1:15 to play. Ravens still down 44-28. Peterson fakes. Trying to attack now, throws it up. Wild shot, no good. Baker pulls down the rebound. Here comes Narika. Narika sets the feet. Now trying to get a handoff. Narika in trouble. Gets it to Hallie Kitchen. Kitchen. Pass to Alexis Parker, nearly threw it away. Narika Welch winds up for three. Got that one. Huge triple for Narika Welch. And it's down to 13. Trying to go quickly the other way is Frazier, cut off on the baseline. Davis. The Ravens can get a stop and a score here. All of a sudden, you've got momentum. Frazier fakes, driving, puts up a shot, got it. Big answer for Cloud County. Tony Turner wanted to travel, didn't get it. Shot clock off. Parker trying to get it to Washington. Dangerous pass. Karras able to pull it down. Goes up and missed the shot. Karras battling for it. Comes away with it. Back up. Karras fouled with 10.8 to go. Second foul on Talasia Thomas. Lena Yulee and Karras Washington at the free throw line as we'll see. Camry Johnson return as well. Karras 2 for 2 at the line tonight, 65% on the season. First one for Washington, good. Ravens have trailed by as much as 22 in this first half. If Karras can hit this free throw, it's on its way. And good. It's now a 13-point game. Can the Raven defense get a stop here with 10.8 on the clock? Karras forces Davis to pick it up. 9, 6 to shoot. Davis around the double team, puts it up, missed it. Washington, you got 4 seconds. Up ahead, Camry Johnson trying to pull it down, get a shot up, no. But the Ravens have taken 9 points off of a first half deficit. They trail 46-33 at the break. And Tony Turner's squad will try to regroup going into the locker room and try to mount a second half comeback. Red Raven halftime show coming up in just a few minutes. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Red Raven halftime show go over first half stats and scores around the conference. We're back in 3 minutes here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
This is Meat Mountain, and up there on the summit awaits the all-new Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. A heaping bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. Welcome to Meat Mountain.
You can pay more or you can pay less. A lot less. Just down the road at Perky's Used Cars in Coffeyville.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on State Line Road. Perky'sUsedCars.com.
You'll find a 2016 Chevy Traverse SUV just $89.95. Or save at the pump with a 2008 Honda Civic, only $68.95. See the full lineup right now at Perky'sUsedCars.com.
A family member with a health issue doesn't mean they have to leave their home. Windsor Place at-home care can help them stay in the familiar and comfortable surroundings of their own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients, Windsor Place at-home care has supportive home care and all the resources to help make staying at home a reality. Find out more about what Windsor Place at-home care can do for you. Visit windsorplace.net.
In a life-threatening emergency, physicians matter. That's why at Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, we staff our emergency room with emergency medicine physicians 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. ER physicians at CRMC have access to general surgeons, specialists, medical imaging, lab services, and the technology needed in an emergency, all right here. If you are faced with a life-threatening emergency, insist on the best and say, "Take me to CRMC."
Stay tuned. Second half action is coming up just around the corner. Now it's time for the Solutions North Bank Red Raven halftime show with a live look at first half stats, scores around the conference, and the keys to the second half. This is an exclusive production of KUSN Radio Sports, the Solutions North Bank Red Raven halftime show on US 98.
Ravens trail this one 46-33 at the break. Shane Neal with you. It's our Red Raven halftime show presented by Solutions North Bank. Chris, it was an ugly first quarter. I think that's, no sugarcoating it. It was not pretty.
Right.
But the Ravens were down by as much as 22 early in that second quarter. They're able to outscore the Thunderbirds 22-17 in that second. Only down 13. There's life here in Nellis Hall.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Here's the silver lining of this whole thing. We've seen a Red Raven team be down quite a bit and come back and eventually win in the second half and win the game. So we've seen it already happen this season. It can happen again here tonight.
It certainly can. Let's take a look at our first half stats here inside Nellis Hall. Cloud County, just outstanding numbers in that first half. 59% from the floor, 64% from three, and 50% at the free throw line. For the Red Ravens, 46% from the field, 25% from three, 90% at the free throw line. I want that. Obviously, I think that's important, Chris. The Ravens 9 of 10 at the stripe in that first half. This deficit could be a lot bigger if the Ravens didn't capitalize at the free throw line.
Yeah, definitely. That is the thing that's keeping them in the game. You're absolutely right. It is good to hear 9 of 10 from the line. That's definitely good news.
And, of course, leading the way for Cloud County, as you might imagine, Tiana Davis, 18 in that first half, 7 made shots, 4 made threes, I should say, as well. She's got 18 points, 3 rebounds, only 1 turnover. What an impressive first half for the sophomore out of Austin. Liliana Peterson, well, she's not sick anymore. She missed Saturday's game with an illness. She had 10 points in that first half, 3 made threes in that opening quarter. She's also got 4 rebounds. And leading the way for the Red Ravens in this first half, 10 points for Karis Washington, 7 for Norika Welch, 5 for Carly Parker. Ravens winning the rebound battle 14-12 here in this first half. And also, we talked about it, Chris, turnovers was the big key. Ravens had 11 in that first 20 minutes. Cloud County only with 5. That's a big reason why the Thunderbirds lead this one.
That's huge, and it's so uncharacteristic of this Coffeyville team. They're not. I mean, I'm not used to seeing them with double-digit turnovers in the first half.
Well, and I said it's one of the reasons why they're down. It's the reason why they're down. Points off turnovers, 16 for Cloud, only 4 for the Red Ravens. That's a 12-point difference in a 13-point game. The Ravens, they can control their giveaways in the second half and continue to figure out what worked in that second quarter offensively. I think they can make a run and make this a game in the fourth quarter.
Oh, absolutely they can. But one thing they're going to have to do, they are going to have to find a fire extinguisher for Davis.
No doubt about that.
She's on fire. That's just all there is to it.
Well, and if you find that fire extinguisher, hide it before Brian Griffith takes the floor.
Exactly. That's a very good point.
We're fine if he's on fire.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
We have Game 2 coming up just around the corner as well. Let's take a quick little 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll get you some scores from around the Jayhawk Conference tonight. Ravens down 46-33 at the break. It's our Red Raven halftime show presented by Solutions North Bank. We're back in 2 minutes here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Surrounding area, all of the sandwiches that we put in the vending machines have a 5 to 7 day shelf life. Usually when those sandwiches go out of date, we always donate our products to Genesis. We have 16 branches, and all 16 branches follow that core value. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
When you or your loved ones need help, you can rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges. This holiday season, unwrap the gift of education with Coffeyville Community College. Enrollment for spring 2025 opens November 18th with classes beginning January 8th, or get a head start on our fall intercession courses beginning December 16th. Whether you're catching up, getting ahead, or discovering something new, CCC has a course for you. Connect with our student success team at studentsuccess@coffeyville.edu.
The same familiar faces with a new name. Community State Bank in Coffeyville is now Solutions North Bank. The same community bank you've come to know and enjoy with the merger is now bigger, and there's even more to love. Solutions North Bank will be able to offer more banking products and services to fit your individual needs. Stop by and say hello and check out SMB's options at the newest Solutions North Bank location in Coffeyville, formerly Community State Bank. Come experience the SMB way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Red Ravens trail 46-33 at the break. Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with you. Red Raven halftime show presented by Solutions North Bank. Some scores from around the conference tonight. Barton and Seward County going head-to-head out in Liberal. At the D2 level, KCK up 12-8 early on Southeast Community College. Cali up 33-21 on the Independence Pirates. That's late first half out there in Arc City. Fort Hays Tech trails Pratt 25-19. That's late second quarter. Butler up big on Colby at the half, 34-10. And Chris, that Garden City team, the Red Ravens just beat on the road a couple days ago. They're only down 1 to Hutchinson, the defending national champions, at the half.
Oh, that's going to be a game to watch.
No doubt about it.
I got to find some highlights for that game.
Might have to put that one on here on the scorers table for the second half.
No doubt about it.
And in case Tony Turner's pregame comments didn't kind of, send the message that win over Garden was a big one.
Yeah,
that Garden team's very good.
Very good. Yeah, no doubt about it.
But this Cloud team's shown they're very good here in this first half. They're up 46-33. Chris, obviously, we talked about the turnovers. We talked about the missed opportunities. We talked about finding a way to slow down Davis. What are the keys for the Ravens trying to trim a 22-point gap and find a huge comeback win at home? Listen, beating Garden on the road is incredible. Big-time win for momentum. You come back down 22 at home against a team that's 9-2, that's the win of the year.
Oh, absolutely it is. And it all comes down to, like you said, turnovers. But the way that we're able to break down that soft zone defensive Cloud is they had crisp, clean passes, and they were able to move the ball quickly down the floor and find a cutting player. And they were able to get some good points in a good stretch of that middle of the second quarter. So if they can continue to break down that soft zone defense that Cloud has, that'll force Cloud to go into another defense. And who knows? I really think getting Cloud to change defenses is going to help this Coffeyville team.
I think it's also about that second wave of Red Raven players, Chris. Obviously, Carly, Karras, and Narika, we know what they bring to the table on a night-to-night basis. Need to see a better second half from Aubrey Highshaw. And I'd like to see, obviously, Camry Johnson, I thought, played well in that first half, had 3 points, 3 rebounds. Wouldn't mind seeing Camry get some more looks. Wouldn't mind seeing Hallie Kitchen get some looks. Wouldn't mind seeing Ava Baker get some looks. It's going to be that 4, 5, 6, 7 in the Raven rotation to get them going, because the top 3 isn't going to be enough to come back from down 20. You're going to need more players to step up.
We've seen Ava Baker go on a run, and Coffeyville needs her to go on that same kind of run here in the second half.
They might need that Ava that dropped 18 on opening night. That's here true. In the second half.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Red Ravens, obviously, a team that has played better in the second half of games this year. They're going to need one heck of a second half to win here at home tonight. Down 13 to the Cloud County Thunderbirds. Second half coming up next. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. We're back to Nellis Hall in 3 minutes on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
For 1.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance through GM Financing. Roman Chevrolet has a very large selection of pre-owned vehicles and new inventory arriving daily. Romans pays more for your trade-in, too. Shop the #1 dealership in Southeast Kansas or visit us online at romanchevrolet.com. Roman Chevrolet at 2313 Main in Independence. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Taco Mayo's new Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl is piled high with filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
A heaping bowl loaded with refried beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack, sour cream, and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a bowl.
You can pay more or you can pay less. A lot less. Just down the road at Perky's Used Cars in Coffeyville.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on State Line Road. Perky'sUsedCars.com.
You'll find a 2016 Chevy Traverse SUV just $89.95, or save at the pump with a 2008 Honda Civic only $68.95. See the full lineup right now at Perky'sUsedCars.com.
Peace of mind. That's what you get when you or a family member can stay in your home when health issues arise. Windsor Place At-Home Care makes staying at home possible. Whether it's a disability, aging, or illness, Windsor Place At-Home Care has the staff and resources to properly support you in the comfort and familiarity of your own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients, providing in-home support and care, Windsor Place At-Home Care is there for you. Find out more, visit windsorplace.net.
When you choose Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, our dedicated team of surgeons, anesthesia, nurses, and other medical professionals are focused on you and your health. Our board-certified general surgeons provide expert surgical care close to home. From a routine colonoscopy to a life-saving mastectomy, the general surgeons at CRMC are equipped to handle many types of surgical procedures. For more information, call CRMC Medical Group at 620-252-1639.
Both teams take the field. I'm still in football mode, Chris. Both teams take the floor for the third quarter here at Nellis Hall. Ravens trail this one 46-33 as the Dr. David Wiggins loud and proud Red Raven band takes away about 10% of my hearing. Welcome back to Nellis. Ravens try to make a big-time comeback. That one stolen by Crosby. Ball on the ground. It's taken by Thomas. That is now the 12th turnover of the day for the Red Ravens. Frazier has it in the corner down low. This is Thomas going up, missed it, got it back. Thomas, no, and a late foul call.
Yeah, that was a late whistle, that's for sure.
Looks like that'll be on Alexis Parker. It is.
Foul is called on Coffeyville's number 20, Alexis Parker. Her second personal foul.
Second against Alexis.
Thomas will shoot for Cloud County.
Free throws here for Thomas. First one up and got the bounce. Thomas on the year, a 52% free throw shooter. First one got a friendly roll. Second one up and got a friendly roll. We'll take it how you can get it.
How many friendly rolls are you going to get? It was like 4 friendly rolls per free throw there.
Karras under a lot of pressure finds Carly. Carly now will back it up at the left wing. Back to Karras Washington. Ravens down 15. They've been down as much as 22. Down low, Narika Welch. Welch goes up and spun out. Highshaw on the glass, no, and it's taken by Frazier. Not a bad look for Narika Welch. Aubrey Highshaw couldn't pull down the offensive rebound. Frazier now on the other end, bumped and behind the backboard. That's a turnover. They took a good 3 seconds to realize that ball was behind the backboard, too.
Yeah, they did.
I saw that right off the bat. They waited for it to hit the ground. That's all. You know, we're just having good fun here with our officiating. Carly took a hit, and that's going to be an over and back. So 2 early turnovers here in the third quarter for Coffeyville. Now 13 on the night. They still trail by 15 points.
Uncharacteristic miscommunication between Raven teammates.
Davis had 18 in that first half, and looks like the shot clock was incorrect, and we'll reset.
29, Shea. 29.
Got it.
Thank you.
Davis has it, guarded by Washington. Tiana Davis backs it up, finds Frazier. Frazier had a little bit of space, didn't take the shot. Now Crosby has it, guarded by Welch. Crosby, Thomas, now back to Davis, down low to Peterson. Peterson in a lot of trouble, threw it away. Parker got a hand on it. It ends up with Davis. A second chance for Cloud, and they score it. Davis with a floater. She's got 20 points.
Anybody got a garden hose for the spigot?
That one tipped and stolen. Highshaw gives it away. $14 turnovers for the Red Ravens in 22 minutes. Crosby, handoff Frazier. Cloud County's built the lead back up to 17 points. Crosby, kick, extra pass. Frazier winds up for three. In and out. Rebound collected by Karras. Ravens trying to get on the scoreboard here in the second half. Karras pass too high. Make it 15 turnovers. And the way you're playing out of sync offensively, I wouldn't even try that pass.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
That's a pass you make when you're just locked in offensively, and right now this team is not.
No, that's for sure.
So Cloud County gets an extra possession now, 7:35 to go third quarter. Davis, 20 points to lead all scores. Down low to Thomas. Thomas, nice defense there from Aubrey Highshaw. Karras coming the other way. Hand off to Carly Parker. Back to Karras. Washington looking for a pass. Now finds Alexis Parker. Highshaw trying to split a double team. Puts it up, puts it in. What an athletic move by Highshaw.
I don't know how that went in, but wow. What a play.
I don't know if Aubrey knows how that went in.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows how that went in.
Davis now guarded by Highshaw. Aubrey attached to the hip. Ravens playing a zone defense here early in the second half. Davis in the corner, 12 to shoot. Frazier. Ravens down 15, trying to get a stop. Crosby. Thomas. Got to get a shot up with 4 on the clock. Good. Bree Frazier from downtown. The freshman guard averages 13 a game. Didn't have to put up many shots in that first half. Knocks that one down. Carly Parker fouled by Frazier.
Foul is called on Cloud County's number 1, Frazier, her first personal foul.
So Frazier called for her first foul. Ravens down 53-35. Cloud County has really had an exceptional night offensively. Now they bring in the freshman Shea Wirtz. Hallie Kitchen in for the Red Ravens.
And in for Coffeyville, number 5, Hallie Kitchen.
Carly gets the inbound pass. Ravens down 18. They've been down as much as 22 tonight. Cloud is led by double digits since about 5 minutes into the game. Narika. Karras, top of the key. 10 to shoot for the Ravens. Karras, handoff. Highshaw missed the shot. Aubrey got it back and scores.
Good determination to get that offensive board and the putback there by Highshaw.
4 in the third quarter for Aubrey Highshaw. Now Davis has it for Cloud. Hand off to Wirtz, the freshman. Ravens really desperately needing about 2, 3, 4 consecutive stops. Frazier, guarded by Carly Parker. Crossover move, the freshman versus freshman. And a turnover and a travel against Cloud County. There's one. Like I said, I mean, it's been a lot of Cloud. And credit to Cloud, they have not been stopped on multiple possessions very much tonight. But really, when you're down 16, the Ravens need to try and get 3 or 4 stops in a row and try to get this deficit down to 10.
Absolutely.
Karras. Little pick and roll to Highshaw, and Highshaw lost it. It was deflected by Thomas and will stay with the Red Ravens.
You don't have to get rid of the whole deficit right now, but a good 8-0, 10-0 run.
You'd like to get it down.
Right
you'd like to get it down to single digits by the fourth quarter.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
That inbounds pass deflected out of bounds, so again will stay with the Red Ravens. Tony Turner beside himself now. He's lined up in the corner ready to take a 3. Coach Turner might feel like he needs to help his team come back. There's Highshaw, who now has 6 here in the third quarter. Highshaw makes it 53-39. Ravens never go quietly, and they are not tonight. Davis Can the Ravens get another stop? Davis taken away by Norika Welch. Ravens with a takeaway. Up ahead to Carly. Lays it in. Great find by Welch, and Carly lays it in at the cup. It's a 12-point game. Closest the Ravens have been since the opening quarter. Halfway through the third, Ravens down a dozen. Wirtz attacking Kitchen. Frazier, ball fake, trying to attack. Got a big screen, floater, no. Rebound battled for, taken by Welch. Up ahead to Parker. Ravens on the run again, and a foul. Carly's going to the line. Coffeyville out in transition, beating the Thunderbirds down the floor, and Parker can cut it to 10. Media timeout. Ravens have a little bit of momentum, a little bit of swagger here at Nellis Hall. They can get it down to 10. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. I guess we'll stay here, Chris.
Okay, let's stay here then.
But for the Red Ravens, big stop, forcing the takeaway on the freshman point guard, and then a score for Carly in transition, and then again a steal for Norika, and a back-to-back possessions, Chris, with just outstanding court vision by Norika Welch.
No doubt about it. I'm loving the play from Highshaw here in this second half as well, this third quarter. Gotta love the fact that she's even when she's missing shots, she's getting her own offensive boards and getting the putbacks. That's the Highshaw that I just love to watch play. This whole team is starting to get it together here in this third quarter.
Just moments ago when they were down 18, I said your goal is to get it down to 10 by the fourth quarter. You hit these two free throws, you're down 10. Now you're trying to think about getting it down to 5.
Absolutely.
Carly Parker at the free throw line for the Red Ravens. She'll have 2 shots. Carly on the season, a 79% free throw shooter, one of the better free throw shooters on the team. Aspen Clarkson actually leads the team at 83%. Nice crowd here for finals week, Chris.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Wasn't sure what to expect tonight, but as always, Red Raven Nation shows out. First free throw for Carly. Off the right iron, no good. Ravens shot 9 out of 10 at the free throw line in the first half. Trying to have similar success here in the second half. Carly 0 of 2 at the line. Very uncharacteristic, but Karras runs down a big rebound. That one deflected, taken by Crosby. Up ahead, it's Davis. Ball fake. Lost the basketball again. Welch takes it away. Raven defense coming alive. Johnson fouled in transition. Chris, this has been one of the best defenses in the conference the first 10 games of the year. Cloud County had their way with them in the first half, but now here in the third quarter, we're starting to see those active hands get in the passing lanes for Coffeyville. Free throws here for Camry Johnson. She's 1 of 1 at the stripe today. First one off. Ravens have now missed 3 straight at the line.
That's not going to get you back in this game, unfortunately.
Second free throw for Camry is nothing but net. 53-42. 4 points for Camry Johnson. Shea Wirtz back in for Talasia Thomas. 4.5 to go in this third quarter. Ravens down 11. It's the closest they've been since the opening quarter. They trailed by as much as 22 tonight. Davis, Frazier, that's their top 2 scorers. Look for them to get going offensively. Wirtz, Crosby, ball fake. Attacking, handoff to Peterson. Now Frazier, 10 to shoot. Cloud looking for a shot. It's Davis, guarded by Johnson. Davis, step back, sends it, and got it. Huge shot there for Tiana Davis. 56-42. She's now up to 23 points. Welch on the left corner, kicking to Washington. Karras, guarded by the freshman. Karras likes that matchup. Goes up and missed it. Rebound down low, battled for, and the freshman Wirtz pulls it down. Ravens down 14, now needing a stop. Crosby kicks it. Frazier down low to Wirtz. Wirtz now going at Washington. Davis back to Frazier. Wirtz double team, nearly threw it away. Got it to Frazier. Frazier the attack. Crosby puts up a tough shot, got the foul, and got the shot. And just like that, the Ravens got it down to 11, and now with a free throw, Cloud can go back up by 17. Foul was on Camry Johnson. Free throw is off. Rebound Karras. Highshaw moves back to the scorer's table. Ravens down 16. 3:13 to go, third quarter. Carly, Welch, turning the corner. Nice backdoor cut. Hallie Kitchen lays it in.
What a pass. What a pass from Welch.
58-44, 3 to go in this third quarter. Crosby kicking to Wirtz. The freshman traveled. Turnover. And Chris, we've seen it with NEO. We've seen it with Garden City. We've seen it with Hutchinson. This team's so hard to play 4 full quarters with, this Red Raven team. And Cloud finding that out here in the second half. I mean, they got off to a huge lead early, and now they're just trying to hang on for dear life here on the road.
Yeah, no lead is safe against this Raven team, that's for sure.
2:45 to go, third quarter. Ravens down 14. Welch, Carly Parker, back to Narika. Fakes. Karras, nice ball fake. Karras attacking. Hallie Kitchen winds up and missed it. It was a good look for Kitchen. That would have been her second 3 of the night, and it would have cut it to an 11-point game. Coming the other way, this is Kylie Smitch. Smitch guarded by Highshaw. Kylie now handing it off to Tiana Davis. Davis, screen, going at the smaller Kitchen and fouled. Aspen Clarkson comes back in for Coffeyville. Was the first foul on Hallie Kitchen. Kylie Smith hands it off to Peterson. 10 to shoot for the Thunderbirds, leading by 14. Crosby attacking, goes up, missed the shot. Rebound pulled down by Kitchen. Raven defense gets a stop. Can they get it down to 10? Under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Narika Welch. Pass to Carly Parker. Great look for 3. Left it short. Rebound run down by Smitch. And that's a shot you got to hit when you're down 14. You're not going to get a better look than that.
No, that was a wide open look, basically.
Davis trying to answer on the other end. Air ball and Raven basketball. I'll tell you what, a player shooting the way she shot tonight and the talent she has, I would have never expected her to airball at any point tonight.
No, that looked like a shot that a guy named Freund would take more than her. Goodness gracious.
90 seconds to go, third quarter. Ravens down 14. Carly Parker brings it up. Aspen Clarkson fakes the shot on the wing. Now Carly. It's a zone look for Cloud. Carly, ball fake. Kitchen trying to get it to the baseline to Highshaw. Aubrey looking for a pass. Carly cutting inside, threw it away. One too many passes there for the Ravens. And another costly turnover. Kylie Smith hands off to Crosby. Crosby's gotten going offensively here in the third. Wirtz goes up, got it, and one. Cloud County has had a response for every Raven run tonight. And Brett Erkenbach's squad feeling mighty good here on the road.
Kitchen just a step too late getting to her offensive player there.
Wirtz's free throw up and good. Ravens down 17. 55 seconds to go, third quarter. Ravens running out of time. Clarkson, Parker, Kitchen. They work it around the perimeter. Narika, Aspen winds up for 3, and it's off. Rebound battled for, wrestled away by Wirtz. Ava Baker moves to the scorer's table. Raven offense is cooled off. Down 17. Crosby. Down low. Wirtz again going to work. Kicks it this time, and that's going to be 3-second violation and a turnover. So the shot clock is off. 28 seconds left here in the third. Ravens down 61-44. Carly Parker brings it up. And off to Ava. Highshaw trying to hit a cutting kitchen. That one is on the ground. Still loose, taken by Frazier. Handoff in transition to Wirtz. Wirtz puts it up and in and out. 4 seconds here for the Ravens. Highshaw trying to push. Lost it. Got to get it up. Throws it up and can't hit. We go to the fourth. Ravens will need their best quarter of the season to stay unbeaten at home. They're down 61-44. Fourth quarter starts in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager of Imperial Vending. I've been in the business for 30 years, and we just transitioned over to Imperial. We were formerly Stevens Vending. We have a set of core values that we follow. You're going to get quality, variety, immediate service, total commitment, and you're going to get a great partnership. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
When you or your loved ones need help, you can rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
Been a frustrating night for the Lady Ravens. They trail 61-44 as we go to the fourth quarter. Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with you. Ravens going to need their best quarter of the year to come away with a win here tonight. Defense has started to play a little bit better, but in that third quarter, the offense struggled, only putting up a total of 11 points in the third. Ravens trail by 17. It's Cloud County basketball. Bree Frazier. Hand off to Davis. 12 to shoot. Davis, still a zone defense here from Tony Turner. Davis kicks it to Smitch. Smitch the driving kick. Davis corner three is good. Another one for Tiana Davis. And it puts the Thunderbirds up 20, and then the Ravens turn it over. Going to be a very, very long film session, I feel like, when this team is back in the lab tomorrow. Cam Etchison, Karis Washington move to the scorer's table. Wirtz and one. And the Ravens falling apart. The highs and lows of college basketball season. You go on the road against Hutchinson, have your first major struggles of the season, come up short. 3 days later, you bounce back. You beat one of the best teams in the conference on the road. And then 3 days after that, back at home, find yourselves down 22 to a talented Cloud County team. But the Ravens will be looking for answers as we move throughout the final 9 minutes of this one and, of course, into Saturday's matchup with Cali. Cam Etchison out there now for the Ravens running the point. Look at left. Baker winds up for three. Ava left it short. 8:48 to go. Ravens down 66-44. This match is the largest lead of the day for Cloud. And a foul down low against Ava Baker.
Number 23, Ava Baker. Her first personal foul, second team foul of the quarter.
Some inbounds play here for Cloud. And it will go to Davis. Davis working left. Nice move right. Guarded by Ava Baker. Now Highshaw switches on. Swing right to Frazier. Down low, what a pass to Wirtz. Wirtz in trouble, able to kick it to a driving Smitch who lays it in. And it's now a 24-point lead, the largest of the night for the Thunderbirds. Ava, Highshaw, jump shot, good. Been a nice second half for Aubrey Highshaw. She's now got 8. And a pick and roll for Peterson. Had it poked. It's loose. Out of bounds. And Red Raven basketball. So defensive stop there for Coffeyville. 8:07 to play. Cam Etchison now will bring it up for the Red Ravens. Etchison swings it right. Hallie Kitchen. Back to Cam. Now Karras. That one deflected and stolen. Giveaways have been the glaring issue for the Ravens all night long. Wirtz. Kick to Frazier. Now working right to Davis. 12 to shoot. Frazier. Smitch down low. It's Wirtz. Freshman hands off Peterson. Winds up for three and can't hit that one. Raven offense really needing to find a groove here. Baker down low to Highshaw. Nice catch by Aubrey. And trying to kick it to Ava. It's a foul. That'll be on Wirtz. Fourth foul on the freshman Wirtz.
Checking in for Coffeyville, number 3, Kaylin Willis.
Kaylin Willis will come in for Ava Baker. First free throw for Highshaw is good. One out of two for Aubrey. It's 68-47. With 7:15 to play, Cloud County basketball looking for a big signature road win. With a win, Cloud County would move up to third in the league and knock the Ravens down to fourth. Pass down low to Thomas, goes up, missed it. Rebound taken by Etchison. Cam, handoff to Kitchen. Kitchen back to Etchison. That pass nearly got away. Kaylin Willis now back to Hallie Kitchen. Now Karras Washington. Ravens got to put a shot up. Willis does, and hit it. First triple in the college career of Kaylin Willis. 68-50 with 6.5 to play. Davis swings it right to Frazier. If you're Cloud, you're in no rush to get shots up with an 18-point lead and 6 to go. Peterson, three, answers. Fourth of the night for the freshman Peterson. Cloud County entered the night one of the best offenses in the Jayhawk Conference. They have backed that up here tonight at Nellis Hall. And that pass behind Etchison, that's a turnover. Trying to claim that Cloud tipped it. Seems like the officials disagree. $71-50 under 6 to play. It is Thunderbird basketball. We'll have game 2 coming up right after this. And that's a turnover by Cloud. Coffeyville men trying to stay unbeaten in league play. They are 5-0 entering the night. And good news for the men Ravens, Chris. Trent Ruth will be in the lineup tonight.
No, that is definitely good news.
Narika Welch, handoff to Etchison. Back to Narika, winds up for three. Left it short, got her own rebound. Narika hands off Karras, and Karras lays it in. Narika Welch has really done a nice job, almost playing point guard here in the second half. As that's turned over, Etchison takes it away. Up ahead to Narika, and a foul in transition. Welch will go to the free throw line. So not so fast. This one not over. 5:22 to go. Welch will get free throws, trying to get it down to 17.
Well, this is exactly what you need if you're Coffeyville. You need to stop this clock and make free throws.
First free throw for Welch is off. One more free throw here for the sophomore out of Japan. And that'll be a lane violation. So 0 out of 2. And you can see the frustration on Tony Turner's face, because I think in a lot of ways, and again, I don't mean this to disrespect Cloud County and what Coach Erkenbrack's team has done tonight, Chris, but I feel like Tony Turner feels like in a lot of ways the Ravens beat the Ravens tonight.
That is absolutely true.
Down low to Thomas. Thomas kicks it. Welch. And that was Smitch, and that's a foul. That'll be against Carly Parker. Final media timeout of game one. Ravens down 19 with 5 to play. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98, the Red Raven Sports Network.
5 And Solutions North Bank lenders are always ready to answer any questions that you may have. Visit ourlocalbank.com on your computer or mobile device and get started today. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This holiday season, unwrap the gift of education with Coffeyville Community College. Enrollment for spring 2025 opens November 18th with classes beginning January 8th, or get a head start on our fall intercession courses beginning December 16th. Whether you're catching up, getting ahead, or discovering something new, CCC has a course for you. Connect with our student success team at studentsuccess@coffeyville.edu.
Five minutes to play. Ravens down 19 here to the Cloud County Thunderbirds in game one of our doubleheader. Shea Neal, Chris Freund alongside with you. Bree Frazier has it now for Cloud with 7 to shoot. Frazier. Down low to Thomas. Got to get a shot up. 2 seconds. Frazier will send a 3. And in and out. Rebound taken by Cam Etchison. Etchison brings it up, pushing to Carly Parker. Might have gotten away with a travel. 3 from Willis. Got it! Second 3 of the quarter for Kaylin Willis, who came into the night not having hit a 3 in her college career. 71-55, 4:15 to go. Davis to Frazier. Again, Cloud County just letting as much of that clock dwindle as they can. 4:05, now 9 to shoot for the Thunderbirds. Crosby. Cross-court pass, Frazier. 3 to shoot. Etchison trying to stay in front of the freshman, and a late foul call. That'll be on Cam. Free throws coming for Bree Frazier, who's a very good free throw shooter, 84% on the season. First one here for the freshman out of Minneapolis. In and out. One more here for Frazier, up and good. Makes it 72-55, 3:53 to play. Willis nearly threw it away, got it up ahead to Carly Parker. Parker, 3:46 to go. Carly inside, floater, no. Rebound Thomas. And the Ravens may be running out of time here tonight in game one. 3:35 to go, 72-55. Cloud County still in front. They've been in front double digits the whole way, and that's going to be another foul against the Ravens. That one will be called against Carly Parker. Sends Crosby to the free throw line. Crosby, a 60% free throw shooter. First one on its way and off. One more here for the freshman out of Little Elm, Texas, on its way and good. Washington up ahead to Willis. Willis, handoff Etchison. Down low to Welch. Goes up and can't get it. Karras on the glass, a foul. That'll be on Crosby. Etchison inbound to Washington. Karras going up and missed it. Got her own rebound. Karras again lost it on the way up. It's still loose and again taken by Coffeyville. Welch puts it up and missed it. Out of bounds to Cloud with 3:01 to play. Cloud County brings it up, 2:52 to go in this doubleheader opener. Crosby. Down low, Thomas. Thomas spinning, kicking. Davis for three, and that might be the dagger. Tiana Davis knocks it down, makes it 76-55 with 2.5 to go. Cloud County back up to a 21-point lead and looking like they're going to earn their 10th win of the season here tonight. Carly Parker, Kaylin Willis trying for her third triple. That one off the left rim, no good. Bree Frazier in absolutely no hurry, as you might imagine. 2:06, Frazier kick, Crosby. About to go under 2 to play. Wirtz, the freshman. Mass subs coming here for Tony Turner. 2 to shoot. Frazier, pick and roll. Got it off and got it and one. Shea Wirtz knocks it down. Freshman's giving Coach Herkenbrack some big minutes here tonight. Shea Wirtz out of Clifton, Kansas, came in averaging about 9 a game. You can see why Brett Herkenbrack likes her.
I think that play signifies basically how this whole game has gone, Shea.
Yeah, no question about it. Wirtz with a free throw on the way. Up and good. Matching the largest lead of the night, Cloud County here with 1:45 to go. 79-55, a 24-point lead. Kitchen in trouble, nearly lost it, and now a foul is called. Red Raven men's team making their way to the door. Of course, they'll be coming up immediately after this one. Inbounds goes to Camry Johnson. Hallie Kitchen. Ravens in a lot of trouble. Got to get a pass across the midline and a turnover. Minute 15 to play. Cloud County with a 24-point lead. Frazier works it left to Crosby. Down low, this is Thomas. Backdoor cut. Davis fouled late. It'll be on Hallie Kitchen. First free throw for Davis, up and good. Cloud County going to improve to 10-2 on the season and 5-2 in league play. Ravens will fall to 9-2 and 4-2 in league play. So the Ravens will be a half game back of Cloud in both the league standings and the overall standings. We're going to go under a minute to go. Kitchen. Good defense here by Smitch. Kicks it to the corner, Johnson. 50 seconds to play. Handoff to Ava Baker. Ravens looking for a productive offensive possession in what could be their final offensive possession of the night. Down low to Highshaw, goes up, missed it. Rebound, Aubrey got a fingertip on it, but can't get it. And now it'll be the final possession of the night for Cloud County as we go under 30 seconds to play. A 26-point edge and a big-time statement here on the road from Brett Herkenbrack's bunch. Thunderbirds showing they are a title contender in this conference. As Crosby drives, floater, off, rebound, Kitchen. Shot clock off, 15 seconds to play. Big screen from Highshaw, handoff to Baker, sends it for three. Ava left it short. And now the Thunderbirds can dribble it out. Cloud County 10-2, a big-time win on the road against the Lady Ravens. Coffeyville suffers their first loss of the year at Nellis Hall. Tony Turner's bunch will have some questions to answer before Cali on Saturday. Let's take a 3-minute break. Red Raven postgame show coming up next. We'll talk about the final stats and get you ready for game number 2. We'll also hear from one of the coaches coming up in just a few moments. 3 minutes, Red Raven postgame show here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Roman Chevrolet has a very large selection of pre-owned vehicles and new inventory arriving daily. Roman's pays more for your trade-in, too. Shop the #1 dealership in Southeast Kansas or visit us online at romanchevrolet.com. Roman Chevrolet at 2313 Main in Independence. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
This is Meat Mountain, and up there on the summit awaits the all-new Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. A heaping bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. Welcome to Meat Mountain.
You can pay more or you can pay less. A lot less. Just down the road at Perky's Used Cars in Coffeyville.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on State Line Road. Perky'sUsedCars.com.
You'll find a 2016 Chevy Traverse SUV just $89.95, or save at the pump with a 2008 Honda Civic only $68.95. See the full lineup right now at Perky'sUsedCars.com.
A family member with a health issue doesn't mean they have to leave their home. Windsor Place at-home care can help them stay in the familiar and comfortable surroundings of their own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients, Windsor Place at-home care has supportive home care and all the resources to help make staying at home a reality. Find out more about what Windsor Place at-home care can do for you. Visit windsorplace.net.
You are always in a safe, caring, and loving home at Medical Lodge. US 98 KUSN, Deering, Coffeyville.
It's time for the Red Raven postgame show on US 98. Voice of the Red Ravens, Shay Neal, will go over final game stats as well as immediate coach interviews with Tony Turner, Jay Herkelman, and their staff. We will also be joined by the US 98 Player of the Game for a postgame interview. The Red Ravens postgame show is an exclusive production of KUSN Radio Sports.
Ravens fall in game 1 of the double 51-55 to Cloud County. Shay Neal, Chris Freund alongside with you here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. And Chris, I feel like I'm beating a drum that I've beaten all night, but obviously tough to win a game when a team shoots 55% from the floor and 60% from three. But the Ravens really left some points at the free throw line in the second half. Just 2 of 7 from the free throw line, as well as 22 turnovers, I should say. Just a lot of things that, again, credit to Coach Erkenbrack's squad. They played a great game, but it feels like in a lot of ways the Ravens beat themselves.
It was just completely uncharacteristic from the Lady Raven team that we're used to seeing. Just kind of a miscommunication on offense and on defense. It's just one of those games that you'll have to learn from and then put it in the rearview mirror because you got another tough game coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, no doubt about it with the Cali Tigers coming to town. Let's look at the final numbers. Cloud County, again, shoots 55% from the floor, 60% from three, 64% from the free throw line. They were led by Tiana Davis, who had 31 on the night with only 2 turnovers. Also 13 from Liliana Peterson and 10 from Shea Wirtz. almost all of those coming in the second half. 8 as well for Bree Frazier and 8 for Talasia Thomas. For the Red Ravens, they shot 40% from the floor, 22% from 3, and 65% at the line. Leading the way for Coffeyville tonight, 12 for Karis Washington. She had a double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds. Also 7 for Carly Parker, 7 for Narika Welch, 9 for Aubrey Highshaw. All of those came in the second half. 6 for Kaylin Willis, and 5 for Hallie Kitchen. Obviously, I think the team needs to have more options where you don't need Carly Parker to score 15, 20 points a game, but that was very obvious that Cloud County's key on defense was slowing down Carly Parker. They did a great job of that, and the Raven offense really struggled because of it.
Absolutely, they did. Now, there is the bright spot, if you will. Kaylin Willis did get her first 2 3-point shots off as a college athlete, so there's somebody who they might be able to start working into the offense just a little bit. I mean, 6 points, all off the bench, all 3-pointers. That's not a bad night.
Absolutely, it isn't. And, Tony Turner, after a game like this, he's going to be looking for players that really do step up and, can contribute here in stretches. And I think that Kaylin Willis really showed something big here tonight in that final stretch. But just looking around the conference here tonight, around some of the other scores on the ladies' side, of course, men's game is about to get going here in just a couple minutes, and we'll have Cloud County and Coffeyville here for you in just a moment. But Cali looking like they're going to fall to Butler. That one 64-31 in the fourth quarter. Pratt up 1 on Fort Hays Tech. Cali has pulled away from Independence. They're up 50 in that one. Garden City up 2 on Hutchinson with 3:59 to go. So number 1 team in the nation, 55-game winning streak. That's on upset alert right now with Garden City up 2 and under 4 to play. Let's take a quick 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have more here from Nellis Hall. We're back in 3 minutes on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Stevens Vending by bringing in new walk-in coolers, walk-in freezers, new truck dock, and putting out 250 brand new vending machines. They're going to also invest another $1 million into this area with all brand new route trucks. True commitment to the community, and it's created in this location. It's created 3 new jobs. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
At Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, we take seriously our responsibility of caring for our friends and neighbors. We are your regional healthcare system, caring for Southeast Kansas and Northeast Oklahoma. With comprehensive technology and experienced medical staff, caring medical professionals, and a 24-hour emergency room staffed with emergency medicine physicians, we are people you know and healthcare you trust. For more information, visit our website, crmcinc.org.
When you or your loved ones need help, you can rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
Looking for a bank that understands your individual needs? We have the solution. At Solutions North Bank, formerly Community State Bank, we offer a variety of accounts to fit a variety of lifestyles and needs. Call Solutions North Bank at 620-251-1313 or stop by our Coffeyville location at 1414 West 11th Street and speak to a new accounts representative today. It's the SNB way. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC.
This holiday season, unwrap the gift of education with Coffeyville Community College. Enrollment for spring 2025 opens November 18th with classes beginning January 8th, or get a head start on our fall intercession courses beginning December 16th. Whether you're catching up, getting ahead, or discovering something new, CCC has a course for you. Connect with our Student Success team at studentsuccess@coffeyville.edu.
It is truck season at Roman Chevrolet in Independence. Drive away in a 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 for 1.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance through GM Financing. Roman Chevrolet has a very large selection of pre-owned vehicles and new inventory arriving daily. Romans pays more for your trade-in, too. Shop the #1 dealership in Southeast Kansas or visit us online at romanchevrolet.com. Roman Chevrolet at 2313 Main in Independence. Chevrolet.
Ravens fall in game one of the doubleheader, 81-55. Shea Neal, Chris Freund alongside with you, now joined by head coach Tony Turner. And coach, it felt like a 180 from Saturday, where in this league on a night-to-night basis, teams can be humbled, teams can be I guess have ups and downs, and it felt like in a lot of ways tonight your team had some issues with turnovers, had some issues with scoring down low, but obviously a lot to work on here from tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We didn't play to the best of our ability, and, I thought we let our offense dictate our defense, and they were making shots, and they wanted it a little more than we wanted it, and they came out and just showed that they got the victory, and they took care of business.
Coach, I asked Coach Herkelman earlier this year when Demarion Van Kelly put up 39 for NEO, but Tiana Davis had 31 tonight for Cloud. What is the message in the huddle? What is the message to your girls when there's a player that's just shooting lights out like that? Because I know there were some open shots she had, but there were some contested shots where I felt like your girls played good defense and she hit the shot anyway. So what's the message when you're going up against a player that's playing like that?
Well, we had a no catch on her and they were letting her catch. And when you let a player like that catch the ball when they're hot like that, you got to change their rhythm, and we just didn't pay attention to details. And she had a great night.
Absolutely, Coach. Again, I think, looking at over the stretch of that 40 minutes, I think a theme from this game is just the peaks and valleys, the inconsistency. We saw a stretch in the third quarter where Aubrey Highshaw was the best player on the floor. We saw a stretch in the first half where Carly Parker had 3 or 4 scores in a row. Eureka Welch was running the point guard very well in that second half, but now it's going to be about piecing that together, all of those players' contributions together for 40 full minutes. That feels like the next step.
Oh, yeah, we definitely got to get back to the drawing board. And, there's a lot of good teams in this league and a lot of great coaches, and, they're going to pick you apart. And I thought Coach Erkenbrach picked us apart and kind of exploited our weaknesses, and we just got to get back to the drawing board and figure out how to get better.
Coach, last thing for you. Appreciate you taking some time with us, but Cali Tigers coming up on Saturday, another offense that can score the ball at a very high level. They're about to beat Independence here tonight, but what do you see from Cali, and what do you have to do to get a win over Coach Clark?
Well, if we play like we played tonight, it'll be a 40-point game because they're going to press us and get after us and make us work. They're not very big. They can shoot it really well, and they're going to get after us, and we got to get our big girl pants on and go out and play a little more physical, play a little smarter, and go out there and want it more than them.
Tony Turner, good enough to join us here after game number 1. We'll have game number 2 coming up next. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. Coach, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
We'll be back in 3 minutes here at Nellis Hall.
Thank you.